So the gravitational field due to the leftover part of a uniform sphere for which the part as shown has been removed at a very far point of P located as shown would be nearly. So this is the very good concept. This numerical we can solve by using the principle of superposition. Principle of superposition. First of all, we should know about the basic things. What are the gravitational fields due to the spheres? Now let us take this is a solid sphere. This is a solid sphere of mass m and radius r. From the center at a distance x, the field is equals to gm by x square. E is equals to gm by x square. So now we move to the inside point at a distance r, E is equals to gmr by capital R cube. Capital R is the radius. Actually, we have the minus symbol here because the field is towards that, because it's attraction field. Now on the surface, let us take in the capital R, then E is equals to gm by capital R square. These are the fields due to a solid sphere of mass m and radius r. Now come to the question. Here the question is the bigger sphere of mass m, in that only the small portion is removing here. Sorry, removed here. The small portion is removed. This portion is removed. So the gravitational field due to the leftover part. Once come to the point, leftover part in the sense, so which is a remaining here. So which is remaining here. So use the principle of superposition. So look at here. This is the sphere. This is the solid sphere. This is a full sphere. In this, some portion is removed. So look at here. This part is removed and this part is remaining. So now we can obtain by using this. Otherwise, we can get this and this minus this. So from this, we have to find the field at this point. From the center is next distance here. From the center is next distance. So you first find the field due to the full sphere and field due to the small one, and field, and it gets the remaining part, leftover part. This is the removed part. This is the leftover part. So now what is this mass is? Capital M. So the bigger mass is M. Now here while in the 4/3 pi r cube volume, 4/3 pi r cube volume, m mass is present. Now the second removed part radius is 4/3 pi r by 2 whole cube volume. How much mass? Let us take the m here. This m is equals to capital M by 4/3 pi r cube into 4/3 pi r cube by 8. So now this should be equals to m by 8. So this mass is m by 8. So at what distance? At a distance x from the center of the bigger one. From the center, that is this is g remaining. Now the field due to the remaining equals to field due to the full one minus field due to the cavity part. That means removed part at a distance x. So what is the remaining full part? Full part means complete sphere from the center is x distance. E to the full is complete sphere, x distance means outward, gm by x square. Now, what is the field due to the cavity part? Cavity means removed part. Removed part from the center removed, but this from this center this x distance. From the removed part is from this center. Now that is how much distance will be? X plus r by 2. Now this is g m by 8. Mass is m by 8. X plus r by 2 whole square. Now remaining part is. Now the remaining part is. Now the remaining part field is. So remaining part field is E is equals to E full minus E full is gm by x square minus gm by 8 into x plus r by 2 whole square means 2x plus r whole square by 4. He asking the question would be nearly. So let's take in that x is very much greater than r. Now this r is neglect, like here r is neglect here. So then what will happen? This relation becomes gm by x square minus gm by 8x square. So gm by x square means gm by 8x square, in the sense we will get the answer 7 gm by 8x square. This is the answer. So which one is right option? Then option C is the right one. Option C is the right one. Now I move to that next numerical. So in this question, so we have to take that again, this as like earlier. Exactly as like earlier. Exactly as like earlier. This is the full sphere. This is the removed part. This is the remaining part. Now the removed part radius also r by 2. This radius is r. This radius is r by 2. Exactly as earlier. This mass is m. Now this mass is m. This becomes m by 8. This minus this gives this. So what is our main aim is to find the force on this. So to find the force at the center of the location, we have to find the field. That is, if you find the field at that small, but let us take, and this is the A, this is a B. Now we find the field at the center of the B, which is multiplied by mass of the B, that gives us force. Force equal to mass times of field. Center of the B in the sense at what distance? From this center, 3r distance. From the center, from the bigger sphere center, 3r distance. Now we have to find the net field at B. So the net field at B is equals to the field due to the full sphere at B minus field due to the removed part. Field due to the removed part at B. Removed part at B. So full sphere at B means 3r distance. Full sphere at B means 3r distance. E full sphere at B means 3r distance, as we discussed earlier. That's 3 gm by 3r whole square. That should be equals to gm by 9r square. Now field due to the cavity, sir, not cavity, cutting part, which is removed part. Field due to the cut part at B. From the cut part, this distance is r. Look at here. See from the center we have to calculate. From this distance 3r. Now this is r by 2. Now this distance r by 2. Now this is 3r minus r by 2. Now what this mass is? Cut part mass is m by 8. 3r minus r by 2 whole square. 3r minus r by 2 whole square in the sense 2 3 is 6. 6 minus 1 5. Now that is gm by 8 into 5r square in the sense 25r square by 4. Now that is gm by 50r square. So what is the field at B? Field at the B. That is a field here, EB in the sense field at B. Center at B. That is the meaning. Now that the E net field at the B is equals to E full B minus, this is the equation from equation 1. We have taken this is equation 1. From 1, E net field at B is equals to full at B due to the full sphere minus at B due to the cutting part sphere. Now that is gm by 9r square minus gm by 50r square. Now what is the answer? Gm by 9r square minus 50m by r square in the sense that is 41 gm by 450 r square. Now this is the field. So field at B. Now again, what is the mass of the B? Actually, once look at the question. So how much cutting part? How much removed that removed sphere is kept at this position. So that is nothing but mass of the B is nothing but the removed part. Now the force equals to mass of the B into E net sphere at B. Mass of the sphere is m by 8 B, because that is the removed part only you can place at the 3r distance. This is 41 gm by 450 r square. Now that is final answer is 41 gm by 8 into 450 is nothing but 3600 r square. This is the final answer. So now what is the final answer is? Option A is the right answer. So this is the answer. Okay, here this is m into m multiplied, this is m square. So this is the final answer in this question. These are the very, very important models. We can solve these type of models even in the electrostatics also. Till now, we discussed the two numericals on the basis of finding field. Now we move to the one more numerical which is given in the previous JEE mains on the basis of finding potential. So look at this question. From a solid sphere of mass m and radius r. Now I move to that. What is the potentials due to the solid sphere? What is the potential due to a solid sphere? Now, potential is 0 at r equals to infinite. At infinite separation, potential is 0. Now, I take the 2 points. This is the center. Now, this is on the surface. This is outside. Now, this is inside from the center. Now, this is a inside point. Now, this is on the surface point. Now, this is the outside point. So, potential at outside is, this mass is m. We are taking this mass is m. This radius is r. Now let us, this distance is x, outside is. So V naught equal to minus gm by x. Minus gm by x. On the surface, minus gm by r. Inside, this is the very, very important part. Inside, minus gm by 2r cube 3r square minus, let us take the inside distance is smaller here, 3m r square minus r square. This is a very, very important point. From this, what is the potential at the center? Center in the sense r equal to 0. We are substitute r equal to 0 here. Now this is minus 3 by 2 gm by r. This is a very, very important. For the potential to a solid sphere, the potential is maximum at the center. This concept is very, very important. Why I'm stressing the point? In sometimes he will ask the questions to find the potential energy or work done to bring a mass from infinity to the given point. Then there's potential energy equal to mass times of potential. It's a very, very important concept here. So to bring the mass from infinity, infinity is potentially 0, work done is 0. To bring the mass to its center, center means we have to calculate the potential at the center is multiplied by the mass, then we get the work done and the potential energy concepts. So these are the very, very important point here. So now we move to that with the help of these relations to solve this given numerical. Now exactly as like earlier, I took the 2 points here. One is total part, cutting part, and the remaining part here. this is the question. This mass is m and radius is r, as like we discussed earlier, because radius r by 2, that removed part mass is m by 8 and radius r by 2. This is remaining part. So now this minus this, we will get this point. So we want to find the center of this cavity, potential at the center of this cavity. So very, very important point. Please listen. This point, for this smaller one, it becomes at a center. For this one, look at here. For this one, from the center to how much distance this one is? This center is r by 2. At the same point, we want to, for this point potential, for the bigger one, that point is at r by 2 distance inside. For the removed part, that is a center. So we will get this answer. Now, the first one we can apply inside at a distance r by 2. For the first one, potential due to the full sphere at a distance r by 2, because as required point is, we want to find this point, as required point is from the center at r by 2 distance. From the center r by 2 distance, you can write this is minus gm by 2r cube and 3r square minus r by 2 whole square. Now this is minus gm by 2r cube 3r square minus r square by 4. So 3r square minus r square by 4 is 4 3 is 12 minus 1 11. So our answer is minus 11 gm by r square and r cube cancel, that is 8r. Please concentrate on the calculation. Now potential due to the removed part, cutting part. For the cut part, the required point is at center. At center is minus 3 by 2 into gm by r. Minus the cut part mass is m by 8 by r, means that radius is r by 2 is multiplied by 3 by 2. So now how it becomes? Minus gm by r into, this becomes 2 by 8, this is 3 by 2. Now this is minus gm by r into 3 by 8. Minus gm by r into 3 by 8. Now, what the required point is? So what is the required point is? That should be equals to, that is a full minus cutting part. What the full part potential is? Minus 11 gm by 8r. This is minus of minus 3 gm by 8r. So finally we'll get that minus of minus plus 11 plus 3, 11 minus 3, 8, minus 8 gm by 8r. Now our answer is minus gm by r. This is your answer. Then option B is correct. So please think a while. These are all the relations. In gravitation, we will get the gm. In electrostatics, instead of gm, we will get that, instead of g, we will get the 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. For m, that is charge. But only the difference is, for a gravitation, only attraction field, so we will get the potential is minus. But in the case of a electrostatics, charges, if the charge is positive, we will get the positive here. If the charge is negative, we will get the negative here. These are the important concepts you have to learn. I mean, you should learn in electrostatics as well as in the gravitation. in the cavity methods. The point particle is held on the axis of the ring of mass m and radius r. Now let us take in this is a ring here. Now let us take in the ring here. Now this is an axial distance. This axial distance r. R. This radius also r. This radius also r. This mass is mo. He was not given the point particle mass. Let us take a m1 here. The question is when it is released from here. Here it's only conservative force because only the gravitational force are acting here. What is the speed? Now we are very clear. Work done by conservative force. That means you can apply the work engine theorem. Here the work done, only conservative force are acting. So as per the general concept of work engine theorem, work done by net force equals to change in kinetic energy. Here the net force is nothing but only conservative force is coming. That's nothing but work done by conservative force equal to change in kinetic energy. Here the conservative force are, we are very clear, work done by conservative force in the sense gravitational force. So work done by gravitational force equal to negative change in potential energy equals to change in kinetic energy. This is the basic principle we can apply here. So loss in potential energy equal to gain in kinetic energy. We are very clear, potential energy equals to, so potential energy equals to mass times of which mass we are moving, m1, into change in potential. So where the initial position at P, let us take in that P the initial position. What is the final position at O? Because sorry, not this O, he given us C, this one is at C. So now we move to the change in kinetic energy, you can calculate because initially it rest. So initial kinetic energy is 0. Now the final kinetic energy at C, that should be equals to of m1 v square. So we want to find the speed v. So to solve this, we must know the change in potential energy. To know the change in potential energy, we must know the change in potential here. So what is the potential at P? For the ring at an axial distance potential at P, let us listen, this is distance is let us take this x now. Now suppose it is taken as x here. This is root over x square plus. So now let us take this is x. This is root over. Now let us take this is r dash. Then r dash equals to root over x square plus radius square. He given that this radial distance, axial distance is x. Now x equal to r. We can substitute this is r into root 2. Now the potential is equals to minus gm by r dash. Now this is minus gm by r dash is r into root 2. Now this is the potential due to a ring at its axial point. Root over x square plus r square, that concept. Now what is the potential at the center? What is the potential at the center? So potential at the center is nothing but minus gm by r. minus gm by r. Now we can approach this numerical. So minus of by using this work energy theorem, this is taken as equation 1. So by using the work energy theorem, this is a minus of delta m minus delta u now. So minus m1 into change in potential energy, initial potential energy, final potential energy at C minus initial potential energy at P. That should be equals to, this is from equation 1, equals change in kinetic energy means final kinetic energy is of m1 v square, initial kinetic energy is 0. Initial kinetic energy is 0. So now we move to that minus m1 vc, potential at the center is minus gm by r minus gm by r, minus of minus becomes plus, potential at P is gm by r into root 2 equals to of m1 v square. Now m1 are cancelled. Now this m1 are cancelled. Now this move to, so we are multiplied with the minus here and common the gm by r, minus we common the gm by r, we common the minus gm by r, then minus becomes plus. Now this is 1 minus 1 by root 2. 1 minus 1 by root 2. That should be equals to of v square. Our aim is to find the v. Then v square equals to 2gm by r into 1 minus 1 by root 2. Now that is the final answer. V is equals to 2gm by r into 1 minus 1 by root 2 under root. So now which is the right answer is option C is the right answer. This is the very important models to get the speeds. Actually, there is a connecting question from here. If you ask the question, because of attraction forces, now this small, if you let us take the x is very much higher, r is very much, if you take the x here, x is very much higher than the r, now the particle executes simple harmonic motion in this case. So later we will discuss these type of numericals. Just look at here, the mass and diameter of the planet are 3 times that of the earth. Mass of the earth is m, mass of the planet is 3m. Now radius of the earth is r, radius of the planet is 3r, because 3 times, diameter 3 times means radius also 3 times. Here the time period on the earth is equals to time period of the simple pendulum. Very clear, time period of the simple pendulum on earth is 2 seconds. That's the question, time period of the simple pendulum on the planet is how much? So now I move to that. What is the time period of a simple pendulum? T is equals to 2 pi into root over L by G. So from this, length of the pendulum remains constant. The time period is directly proportional to 1 by root G. Assume that on the surface. So on the surface, acceleration due to gravity is equals to gm by r square. Now the g is directly proportional to m by r square. So from this, now you have to write the time period is proportional 1 by root g now. Root g in the sense, what will happen now? R by root m. Time period is proportional to r by root m. So now we move to that. The time period on the planet by time period on the earth should be equals to, you can take a ratio here, radius of the planet under root mass of the planet, this is mass of the earth under root by radius of the earth. Radius of the earth. Now we move to that. radius of the planet is 3r, mass of the planet is root 3m, into mass of the earth is m, so this is root m, by radius of the earth is r. Now I cancel this, we will get this is root m cancel. Now this is a 3 by root 3, 3 by root 3. Now 3 by root 3 is nothing but root 3. So what you get it here? The time period and the planet by time period of the earth equals to root 3. Now the time period and the planet equals to what? Time period of the on the earth into root 3. You give the time period on the earth is equal to 2 seconds. Now this is 2 into root 3 seconds. Now this is the answer. So then option B is correct. This is very easy, sir. With variation of time period. There's a lot of applications on the gravitation. Now in some cases we have one more numerical in the previous JEE mains. If it is connecting to the capillary rays. So capillary rays H equals to 2t cos theta by r rho g. Again that capillary rays depends on H. Again you can move to that buoyancy also. Because buoyancy force equal to rho Vg. Now there's different applications. So the variation of G is different applications in the various topics, I mean, various corners of the different lessons.